For 30 years, Anthony Ray Hinton was a dead man walking.
Thank you, Tebow. Thank you, Lord.
But not now. 58 years old, Hinton lived more than half his life inside a cage, Holman Correctional Facility in southern Alabama. Today, he's seeing and experiencing things for the first time in decades.
Would you believe this is the first time I've been in the rain in 30 years?
How do you like it?
It feels wonderful. Yes, it feels wonderful.
Oh my goodness. So this is the class.
He is welcomed home, a party in his honor, hosted by the Equal Justice Initiative, led by attorney Brian Stevenson and his team of attorneys who fought for decades to win Hinton's freedom.
Thank you for giving me my life back.
2 Birmingham restaurant managers were shot dead at closing time, just months apart. A third victim, another man who survived the shooting and helped identify 29-year-old Anthony Ray Hinton as the killer.
You're a free man now. What does that mean to you?
It means everything. I mean, you never think about your freedom until it's taken away from you. You couldn't put a price tag on it.
Even simple pleasures, like the convenience of using a computer.
I heard about Facebook and Twitter.
We've been putting pictures of you on Instagram. There were over 3,000 people that liked this picture of you getting out.
Teaching him to use the ATM for the first time, even though he doesn't have much money.
And that's when you have to put in the little code.
He got my $12 back already.
So much about the world has changed, but the greatest still is a world without his mother. She died while he was locked away.
It can't get no lower for me. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. That's what's the love of my life. See. I didn't grow up with a father. So my mother was my father and my mother. And she did everything she could.
He was ordered to spend the remainder of his life in prison, living inside a 5-by-7 cell.
Pretty much sleep in a fetal position because your feet hang over the bed. You only have a bed that is mounted to the wall and a toilet. And that's what I lived in for 30 years.
Men had taken his freedom, not his soul.
They took my 30s, my 40, my 50, but what they couldn't take was my joy.